Mahanoy Area School District versus BL Case Analysis. Introduction. The boundaries between First Amendment rights and school disciplinary guidelines are often unclear. This assumption is especially relevant given the students' widespread use of technology and social media to communicate. Therefore, the case Mahanoy Area School District versus BL received much publicity. It was meant to bring clarity to the issues of the school's possible restrictions on students' expressive activities. Despite the significant potential for clarity, the Supreme Court's decision left many questions open and ambiguous. Discussion. In the case under consideration, the school's claims about student statements on social media conflict with the First Amendment's guarantee of free speech and expression. Specifically, the dispute began after student Brandy Levy, identified in the case as BL, was suspended from cheerleading because of her rude Snapchat about the school. Levy filed a suit alleging a violation of her right to free speech. Moreover, Brandy made the Snapchat posting off campus, and therefore the plaintiff argued that the parents should be responsible for the student's discipline, not the school. The court ruled that Levy's post did not cause an infraction and that the student's off-campus behavior was the parents' responsibility. Moreover, the decision included that the court should be skeptical of social media posts, given their number, and that schools should support student expression based on the principles of democracy. The court found the students' rights to be paramount, but the decision sparked substantial controversy and discussion. One of the case's critical dilemmas is expression within and beyond the campus, blurred due to the technology use. Specifically, the court said that the precedent of the Tinker case, where students were allowed to express themselves in schools if they did not lead to significant disruption, did not apply to Levy's case. Although the students' expression was about the school in this event, the court ruled that it was off-campus. The court's decision can be interpreted as allowing the judgment on the appropriateness of student speech to vary depending on the circumstances. As a result, there are no limits on what students say about schools, but there are also no clear boundaries for school authority. The court's decision seems ambiguous and unclear, leaving many questions unanswered. One should also consider that schools' respect for students' rights also implies responsibility on their part. In particular, participation in school teams and extracurricular activities is a privilege, which is confirmed by the precedent of the case Palmer v. Merluzzi. The purpose of such events is to foster a sense of unity and team spirit among the participants. Consequently, school administrators can impose reasonable rules regulating student participation. Parents and children, in turn, must respect the rules created for the safety and freedom to participate in the classes. At the same time, Brandy and her parents voluntarily signed a form about the obligation to comply with school rules. As a result, Levy's actions can be seen as a lack of respect for school rules and values, including those that the team sports from which she was suspended should promote. Conclusion. Thus, the case of Mahanoy Area School District versus BL raised many questions about the appropriateness of students' expressions about the school on social media. The use of technology to communicate blurs the lines between on-campus and off-campus behavior. As a result, it is difficult to judge whether students are violating school rules or whether the school is limiting their right to free speech. The court found that the students' right to freedom of expression prevailed in the considered case. However, the decision is rather ambiguous, as some aspects were not considered. In particular, participation in teams is a privilege for students, and Levy signed a form of agreement with the school rules, and her behavior could be considered a violation.